Hello there, everybody. It's RatDog88 here with yet another episode of our Let's Play for Stainless Steel with the SHIP submod as the Republic of Novgorod. We are getting ready to end our turn, which I believe these rebels will sally out and we will get a battle. Last episode, we were just learning a lot of the mechanics to the SHIP mod. With governors and how to govern our towns and so on and so forth.
What do you require of me?
So we're going to move her real quick.
Traveling.
And didn't get any real battles going or anything like that. But again, the ship is definitely a slow burn of a campaign, and I hope you all enjoy that. And if not, that's cool too. So we're going to end the turn here and hopefully get our second battle of the campaign. It's not going to be a siege, because they'll sally out. It'll be on the siege map, but they'll come outside the walls, which is good, because that's really what I kind of screwed up in the siege for Caliban. So I'm hoping to get better and improve. Here they come. Yep, okay, I was correct. Wasn't 100% sure that that's how that was going to work. I do outnumber them. They have technically the better army, though, because Chuddy are better. They do have some veterancy, too, where I don't have any veterancy. I got a little bit on the Chuddy there, but they have a better general than I do. So, yeah, it's not going to be a cakewalk or anything. Also, I'm not the greatest on Medieval 2 battles. Haven't played Medieval 2, especially the Stainless Steel Historical Improvement Project mod, as much as some of the other Total Wars, so battle mechanics are a little different. We're going to drop the Rams. We're going to group up a little bit here. Get my line going. A little bit more. Get my flankers over here. General over here. And they're already moving pretty quickly. So go ahead and try not to run too much, just because I don't want to tire out my army. Are they just charging with their hunters? No, okay, there they go. They backed off. Okay, my line looks like it's good. Go get some attack orders going. Now let's go from there, over here. Go there. I think I'm going to be going for the hunters. Get that charge. Not a very good charge. Run. I'm going to come in the back here with the woodsman, general. We're going to charge into the hunters. Ooh, that was a good charge. Decimated those hunters. That's what I needed. Those Chuddy are pretty hurt. Go after those guys. Ranged units. Go for the middle. Completely decimated that first. No, come on, can I get another good charge? Not nearly as good. 3 left in that unit. That's okay.
The
Come on,
enemy
guys.
general lies dead.
Wow,
We have
that
sent the corps to hell.
was a quick general kill.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
What are we doing here? 40% from me. A bunch of routing going on. I can route. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Half of my horses are stuck on probably the tree or
The
something.
battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Chase them down. They're back. They're routed already. Okay. Looks like my general's bodyguard. Let's see if I can pull these guys through. Because a bunch of my horses are definitely stuck on something. There we go. Let's get... Took the gateway, yep. Okay, so they completely decimated the hunters. Good. Let's get them going. Come on, guys. I know, you don't like gates. I get it. I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but, you know, it is what it is. Javelins and archers. Come on, guys. Come on. You're stuck on something again. There we are. Move through. These little hats that these guys wear are always hilarious to me. Alright, gonna friendly fire my guys, but come on, come on, come on, come on. I want it, I want it, I want it. Yeah, I think I got it that time. Come on. Come on. Yeah, they're back there. That's fine. They're pretty hurt. There we are. 12 left.
Excellent. Our men have taken control of the castle.
Again, like the last siege. Hopefully it doesn't take 3 minutes to kill one guy. Come on. He's one dude. One dude.
By the Lord,
There we are.
our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as a day of our most glorious victory.
Alright, so definitely did better that time. Alright, yeah, General's body got absolutely crushed. That junior militia did really well too. Archers got some, Levy got some heals, not a lot of heals. We did see that the general's healing ability is not great, but yeah, alright. So we got our 4th province, and I would say that that was a better outcome than the first time. Armies still lost 50%, but it was also a smaller army.
The enemy lies defeated.
I'm
We
gonna just
are
occupy.
victors.
And that completed our mission,
Strength,
which gives us a
honor,
big old pot.
and victory.
And we do get, more money for sacking the settlement. Another marriage, I would love to, but she is my diplomat. Population growth. At the start of the campaign, there are very few settlements with positive population growth, and a few suffer negative growth unless you set their taxes to low. Luckily, we didn't have to do that because Novgorod has good cities to start. This does not mean that such settlements cannot grow, but rather you need to invest money into infrastructure and inside a good governor. The reason for this aspect of the game is to more closely model history. Growth did not just happen, but was fostered by industry, expanding public works, and careful management, and to give the player more control over the settlement's mechanics. There are many buildings available to be constructed, many of which increase or decrease growth due to their inherent purpose. This gives the player maximum control over the development. Yeah, so you have to balance instead of just always getting the best building. Sometimes you don't want to get that building because it's going to lower your growth too much. Sources of growth are province innate fertility, farms, providing health, providing growth, happiness, trade, general's government. Note that certain factors can also greatly hinder growth. The main source of growth reduction is squalor, and so any traits or buildings which reduce squalor effectively increase growth. Changing the tax rate is also an easy and effective way to rapidly alter the growth rate of a settlement, but this is generally not the most effective long-term solution for controlling growth. Utilizing building trees, providing more stable and socially acceptable growth. Another source of growth reduction is plagues, which I have seen a plague in one of my test games, and it is brutal, which have a detrimental effect on growth. Plagues can be mitigated and often prevented by ensuring your settlements have adequate health facilities. Yep, mission success. Bunch of money. Siege engineer. Oh, +6, so that's like an extra RAM. Lowers the cost of siege. Nice. Outlander. Ooh. Our niece isn't gonna like that. Alright, so he is effectively stuck there for the time being. Can we retrain? Can. Gonna move Spy back down here.
Moving quiet.
Princess
An honor, my lord.
moving towards Lithuania to
Yes.
hopefully get some map info from them. Gonna go straight into the fairgrounds. What is my projected? So around 2,000 florins in profit next turn. Okay. With that in mind, I do need to build up this other army to go after said rebels. These guys effectively have to stay here because the unrest in this town is really high. And again, that's kind of the issue with Turku too. Yeah. Good growth though. Really good growth. Or, I need to get my bishop up there, but he also needs to work in Kolovan too. How is he doing here?
How may I say?
57. Okay, can we get him closer? That way I can just pop over here once this is good.
Of course, my lord.
Okay. So I have about 2,000 profits. Really need to get some ranged units. Is there a bower I can get? Don't look like it. Okay. Well, the chuddies are really good upkeep, but really expensive up front. But I think we'll get a chuddy. Same with the javelin in here, but I need some ranged units, so I think we're gonna have to do that too. I'm gonna need to get some sort of general so I can transfer units to and from. I need a diplomat so I can marry off. Who is she? Another niece? Is she a niece? No, she's daughter. Okay. Yeah, I need to marry off my daughter. Okay, feeling good. Population up here is terrible, but that's okay. I could also move over into Norway, potentially. It's an option. There is one of my test campaigns I did play is Norway. They're a lot of fun. I really liked them. There is like a settlement here, a settlement here, here, and then Norway starts with a settlement here and over here. And then Denmark has a settlement here, and then they have Copenhagen. So there's a bunch of room for territory expansion in Norway. That might be a potential route. I still think we need to go through Lithuania, though, because it'll help get our quote-unquote ancestral claimed lands for our crowning of our faction leader. So we are not an illegitimate king. Alright, so 5 turns on the fairgrounds, and then population will continue to grow Novgorod. Pluskov is doing good. Probably get another... Nope, a guild. Ooh, Merchants Guild. Mercantile trade starts to flourish in the city. The Merchants Guild's house is a sign that the guild heads have seen through the potential of the place. The building itself serves as a clerical headquarters for the guild to administer trade in the region, bring in higher profits, and thanks to the guild broad's connection, merchants trained in the city are more likely to be skilled and educated. I mean, we're Novgorod. We have to do that, right? Garrisons and public order. Right. Maintaining sufficient garrison represents the most elementary way of keeping settlements under control. You've seen that. Keep in mind that each individual soldier improves public order, and therefore large units are proportionally better than small units, which is, yeah, makes sense. Units comprised of soldiers not fit for policing duty, i.e. peasants, local troops, and even knights, are half as efficient when that I did not know. Okay, that's good. For example, a Novgorod Home Guard unit, 201 men, provides over 3 times more public than peasant archers. Wow. In huge cities where you need 20 units to prevent rebellion, the largest militia units are thus the most efficient. A general with high dread is also useful for maintaining public order. So you want militias, basically, in your cities, which is why, like, in this mod, I've noticed that, like, every unit has a specific role it fulfills, not just on the battlefield, or not just on the battlefield that you're currently in, but, like, I think it is, yeah, urban militia, reduced morale in the field, so they are, like, less good in the field, but better in sieges, and apparently keeping public order, which is really cool. Okay, did get some recruits going. Serbia and Sicily were at war, and they are not anymore. Good for them. I think we're getting pretty close to, yeah, these farms being done. 4 turns and 6 turns. Fairgrounds have 4 turns. Predicted to have a little bit of profit. Woodsmen have the same thing as the Chuddies, where they're really expensive up front, but good on upkeep. And they did okay as a flanking unit. In the first siege battle, my unit of Woodsmen got completely decimated because they just got shot to pieces by hunters when they were on the rams, which... one of my mistakes that I did in that first siege. What we got here? Oh, plague. Yeah, this is what I... Look at that growth. That growth is brutal. Yeah. I don't know if it just goes away on its own. Or if I need health buildings. Is this health? No, that's... Yeah, see, I already have the health building that I could have. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm losing a lot, so... Try to mitigate it, maybe. That population is gonna drop so bad. Oh boy. This isn't great. So we're not gonna be getting all that potential income. Ugh. Plagues, man. I mean, it
Yes.
makes complete sense. Plagues were brutal.
Very good, Lord.
Makes
What
complete
do you
sense. It
require
sucks
of
from a
me?
gameplay. I miss.
Traveling.
Makes complete
Continuing
sense from a
tomorrow.
realistic point of view, but man, is it brutal gameplay mechanics. Oof. And like I said, I mean, I couldn't avoid that. I had the one public health building that I could have in Pleskov. Well, yeah, income completely dropped there. Not good. Not good at all. The family tree. Managing your ruling family is an important part of the game. Yeah. First and foremost, you must ensure that not all members of your family die. If this happens, you have lost your campaign. Pretty basic. You can keep your family alive by marrying off your princesses. A new general will be added to the family tree unless your royal princesses marry another faction's general. Marrying off your family members who are likely to have children, adopting generals. They are periodically offered by the game. Or accepting mana of the hour heroes who appear after a well-fought battle. Bear in mind that recruited generals, when you recruit a unit bodyguard, do not show up in the family tree and thus do not count towards the preservation of your ruling family. They will also not feature any royal blood unless they marry a royal princess or royal lady with such blood. Similar to the adopted generals and the man of the hour, these generals are also likely to have inferior traits than those born to your family. Yep. Yeah, that's a lot of citizens and my soldiers. Do I move these guys out? I think I move these guys. I can't move them out though because they're. Oh, this is just all sorts of bad. I do.
Yes, Lord.
Really don't want my. I think he's my grandchild. No, nephew. To die of the plague. Oh man, this is brutal. Okay. So let's get as many of these units out as we
Yes.
can.
Move out.
Especially
Combining troops. Orders, my king.
really
Joining
good ones,
forces.
like high vet veterans
Yes.
and stuff.
Combining troops.
Public order still okay.
Orders, my king.
Public order
Joining
still okay.
forces. My lord.
Public order is still
Combining
okay.
troops. Yes. Joining forces.
This doesn't make any sense. Oh, just. Okay. It's because of the lower taxes. Right.
Orders,
Now,
my
I
lord.
don't know if, because these guys were in the city with the plague, if I move them somewhere else, that the plague will spread. So I don't want to
Of
move them
course.
to Novgorod,
God sir.
just in case that
Sire.
is a thing with a game
Moving
mechanic.
into position.
Okay,
Your
let's
Majesty.
see if I can get
Is
some
there
map
something I can do
information.
for you? Do not
Good.
think our that is all. Farewell.
Diplomatic ability. Relations improved with Russia. Good. So Lithuania has 3 towns. Okay. They picked up 3 towns. I think they start with 1 settlement. I think they just start with their capital. So Poland is the next closest, and they're somewhere around
With pleasure.
here, I believe. Yeah, that is our merchant. I'm still projected profit somehow, even with Pleskov just getting completely decimated here. Oh, that's not good. Not good. Okay, what do we want to build here? Farming, mustering hall, public order, Araska. Okay, that's makes sense. What is public growth is good, so public order. So 3 turn. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a no-brainer. 3 turns, 1,000 florins. I think that's a no-brainer there. Oh man, this plague. Really worried about it. 700. Yeah, 700 citizens died. Oof. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be very bad. Pleskov is gonna have issues. Man, we started the episode off with a really good victory, and then we get the plague. That RNG is not with us today. Again, I don't know if that just goes away on its own, if there's any way I can help it. I don't know. Royal bloodlines in the family tree. Did we already get this? Oh, right. Bloodline. Right. At the start of the campaign, each faction has its own bloodline. This provides quite a few benefits. The bloodline is passed from generation to generation, provided there is offspring to keep it going. Women can also pass on the bloodline. One of the goals of the family tree management is to keep the bloodline of the ruling family alive. The player is able to manage the family tree by not accepting marriages and adoptions. It should be noted, though, that each couple may produce a maximum of 4 children. So if you allow a character to marry, you are de facto agreeing to potentially 4 more members of your family. These new family members may or may not be part of your bloodline. This depends on the player's choices. If you want to keep your starting bloodline in your game, you should, 1, allow marriages between... You should not allow marriages between generals and ladies who both are without bloodline. Adopt generals offered. They usually don't have bloodlines. Or 3, recruit generals in the settlements. The general goal of the family tree management should be to keep the number of characters lower than the number of provinces you own, and to have potentially childbearing children, characters with bloodlines which you keep alive. However, do you really want to bother with all this? Maybe you just embark on the journey without paying attention to the aspect of the mod. You can have a perfectly exciting game without it. It's up to you. Okay. Mission from the Merchants Guild. Deal with the opposition going from merchant to make an acquisition of the... Interesting. Okay.
Ready to trade.
Up there. What do I get for that? Florins from the guild. I mean, I'm already losing money, so...
Ready to trade.
Why not?
Continuing on. Done for today, my lord.
Ooh. Oh, he did. That's not great.
Yes.
He does have the plague. Well.
The Holy Bible may preach peace, but when it is Christendom itself that is threatened, then it is every Christian's duty to defend all that is holy. His Holiness the Pope has called a crusade to reclaim the Holy Lands from the infidel, who would deny Christian pilgrims their right to visit the holy places. It is time for the armies of Christendom to put aside their differences and unite under one banner, the sign of the cross, and give back God's children what is rightfully theirs, or die trying.
So our first crusade was called. I'm not going to be participating because my empire is plague-ridden and I'm going to have issues with this anyways. Hey, so I don't want my army in Kolovan or Novgorod because of the potential plague spreading. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, so I guess we're just gonna be close to that. Oh, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Traveling.
I do have a profit still, but I mean, there's no population in this city. Like, yeah, and my nephew's gonna die.
Ready to trade.
Which he's like my best governor. Oh man. Man, oh man. Well, it was a good campaign, guys. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can do to get rid of this plague. Really, really want to get rid of this plague. The plague may be the one to end the campaign and not my incompetency in battle. Silver linings, I guess. Bride, yeah, I don't want to marry her off because, again, she's my only diplomat. Libra de Composition Alchemia. Robert of Chester, an English translator, has completed the transcription of the Libra de Composition Alchemia, or more simply, the Book of the Composition of Alchemy. Originally an Arabic text, this grand compendium of scientific and alchemic discoveries and musings is being deemed an affront to holy mandate by the establishment. But rumor has it that most scholars would risk being associated with heretical beliefs to glean the knowledge hidden within its pages. How many generals can I have? As a keeper of your realm, your duties are not just to manage your military and economy, but also manage your people. More importantly, you must manage your royal line. We've had 2 now, as well as many generals who fight for you. In the Medieval 2 engine, there is hard-coded limitation on the number of family. Oh, I didn't know that. members and generals any faction can have. In particular, the game will give adoption opportunities and slowly add children and spouses until the number of generals, princesses, both royal, represented by the character on the map, and also those appearing in the family tree to whom potential spouses are offered, and the children in your faction is roughly equal to the number of provinces you currently control, with a minor deviation above or below this threshold. Oh, cool. Given this, if the number of generals and other family members in your factions exceed the number of provinces you hold, then you will not receive marriage or adoption requests, and your current generals will not sire children. Moreover, this will be the case regardless of the fertility of your generals or princesses. Once the limited fertility makes no difference. Thus, you will need to either take more provinces or wait until some of your generals die before you can gain new family members. This point is worth keeping in mind when you are deciding whether or not to allow a general to marry, especially if you have a young unmarried heir. The newly married general may sire a number of children, making it impossible for the faction heir to sire any of his own until some other. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Brutal. Like, I knew the plague was brutal in this game, but Aragon, Castile, Byzantines, that's England, Portugal, don't know who Zengian is. Oh man, oh man.
Your Majesty. Yes.
No. Must
Traveling.
be over there then.
Ready to
Merchant is going
trade.
up to this.
On my way.
Oh, who's this? Oh. Is there a rebel fort over here somewhere?
I look forward to fighting you.
Interesting. Not that I can really do anything, because plague. One turn on the mustering hall, 2 turns on the farm there, 3 turns there, 1 turn to get my fairground. So, silver lining. Yay. Come on, plague, you need to end. Can I give the plague to the rebels? I want to give the plague to the rebels. Pull Mongolian Empire and fling dead plague-ridden bodies over the walls. Me saying that sounded horrible, but it's what happened in real life. First, I think the first time biological weapons were used in war. I think. Another rebel army? Good lord. They're everywhere. Yeah. When to bless marriage. When considering whether or not to allow our general to marry, there are a number of factors worth considering. First, it is important to always remember that the traits of your father are passed down to his son, so good generals are more likely to provide your realm with good future generations, and bad generals bad ones. Aside from this, consideration of bloodlines are also worth bearing in mind, as it may be crucial to first marry off generals of royal blood to ensure that they sire many potential heirs to your realm. A separate but equally important consideration is the number of generals, princesses, and children already in your faction's family tree, and the number of provinces you currently hold. Yeah. This seems like it just is reiterating what we just had. A final point worth mentioning is the game's engine sometimes fixates on one character, offering marriage proposals turn after turn, despite you constantly declining, which is what's kind of happening. This is unfortunately a hard-coded aspect of the Middle 2 engine, and you will either have to keep declining the offers with the knowledge that this will leave you with fewer family members for a time, or accept in order to gain some peace and quiet. No more martial law in Turku. So a little bit less onerous in Turku. Okay, it seems like plague may be coming to an end. Fingers crossed. God, I hope so. Totally senile. 70? This guy is, yeah, having it rough. Fairgrounds, mustering hall done. Fantastic. Norway, and so that must be who we declared the crusade on. Okay, so we're growing again in Novgorod, which is good. I kind of want to get this for the public health bonus. Since we know plague is, you know, terrible. How's religious unrest here? It's a thing. Wow. Squalor's really bad here. Yeah, so I think I need to get that. I think I need to save up and get that. Ooh, can recruit regular senior militia mounted now. Nice. I can't get another merchant though, so I guess that's not how that works. Which is unfortunate. Retrain. Yeah, let's retrain these. Ooh, he's cool looking. Spear militia. Let's just shoot normal spear militia. Really cheap. Kind of on par with junior militia. They actually might. So they have an armor, but one less defensive skill. They have a better charge bonus, but less attack. And they're cheaper, obviously. What's a Bondier? Peasant militia, rural levy. Scandinavia. Oh, right. I did think that they looked familiar. They're Scandinavian, so I had these guys in my Norway test campaign. Wow, they're really good. Are they expensive? No, they're... Wow. Okay. Need to keep that in mind. Okay, need
What
to
do you
find
require
Hungary,
of me?
or no, Poland. Poland.
Yes.
You have something to discuss with
Trade
us?
rates.
Be thankful. Please continue
map
with your
information?
suggestions.
You should
Nice.
You speak honorably, friend.
What do we get here?
Farewell.
Better diplomacy. Nice. So Hungary is down there. Poland's capital, Warsaw? I think that's Warsaw. Or is it Krakow? I think it's Warsaw. Rose. So we know Hungary's here, so let's go
Traveling.
there. Did my merchant move?
Ready to
He's
trade.
not.
Continuing on. Yes, I shall trade this resource. You have spotted a business opportunity?
Okay, so is this my guy? No. How is my guy? 19% success rate. And my guy is pretty good, I think. Right?
Ready to trade. Ready
No.
to trade.
Their merchant's better. How long do I have for this? 8 turns.
So, who is a bit too wealthy then, my king? As you
Well.
wish. Moving in on their business. Setting up a trade route.
He didn't successfully. He failed. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Spy.
Moving quietly. Don't worry. Once I convert you, you'll thank me.
That is a heretic. That's a priest. That's a priest heretic.
How may I serve?
You wish the churches...
Inquisition. Well,
On my
I mean,
way.
this is like
I shall stop.
God
and pray.
priest. Okay, I think we're gonna do one more end turn. Is Plague done? Plague is done. Okay.
Orders, my lord.
Okay. Can we retrain? Yes, let's retrain. He got decimated. Retrain them all. Okay, nice. So we lost half of our population there with the plague. Oh, nope, we still have the plague. I messed up.
Yes.
I done gone and goofed.
Orders, my king. My lord. Orders, my king.
Yeah, I think we're going to do one more end turn, and then we will end the episode. I was really hoping to get rid of the plague during this episode, but it doesn't look like it is going to happen, sadly. Did get a battle, did expand our kingdom a little bit. Tried to do something to my spy. Finished farming in Kolivan. War declared. Okay, so what can we get up here? We can do more farms. That doesn't... No, it was the... It wasn't here, it was Kolivan. Right. Confused for a second. So population has slowed down quite a bit. I mean, I guess we get roads. And then... Population is still good here. But it's cheap to get farmed, so I guess we'll do that. She's going down
Your
to
Majesty.
Hungary.
With pleasure.
Scout is scouting.
Sire, God's servant.
Go back to
Of course, my
converting.
Ready to trade.
I think I'm doing that. Don't know why I haven't completed that yet. Oh, it's not the right one.
On my way.
I see.
You have spotted a business
Ooh.
opportunity. Very well.
Ooh.
Putting an end to that trade.
That hurts. That hurts. I can't get another merchant. Oh, crap. Well, this episode has not gone the way I really was expecting it to go. Plague, epic fail on the merchant part. I was kind of hesitant to do that anyways, but I'm like, YOLO. But, yeah, I think we are going to end the episode there again. It was a pretty rough one, except for getting Turku. That was good, but other than that, it has not been a pleasant time. Hopefully next episode will be better. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope that you continue to enjoy what you're seeing. And if you don't, hey, that's cool too. But until next time, I will see ya later.